Is going on, Pokepals? Dad here, and we have our Mega Excadrill deck. Yes, it's kind of a mill card. Does 90, you can mill 2, which is good in a pinch. But a lot of the times we're using this maximum drilling, which does 200 plus 130 more for 2 extra metal energy. Not too bad. That's 330, knocking out a lot of the meta right there. So our main engine to get that up and running is going to be Cinderace. With the explosiveness ability, you can get it in the active spot, and its first attack for energy, you search for 3 basic energy cards and attach them to your bench Pokemon any way you like. So that's basically going turn 2. We can get a Drilbur charged up to evolve into a Mega Excadrill to start undermining milling 2 and building up the energy to attack. That's the plan. We also run a 3-2-2 line of Bastiodon to help with kind of tanking it out and giving those extra hits with Excadrill. With running that, we run 2 Crushing Hammer to keep the energy count down so Bastiodon can do its job. We also run some Iron Defenders, which does 30 less damage from attacks to your metal Pokemon, 4 Ice Cream, 2 Full Metal Lab, which is another 30 damage prevention. So we're really trying to tank it out. And our ace spec, it can go back and forth between Hero Escape, Grand Tree, Max Belt, a lot of different things you could throw here. I prefer the Max Tree because it lets you get your Bastiodon out as quickly as turn 2, which can help you as far as preventing damage done and keep milling or not getting those big knockouts. But yeah, we do play 1 switch, so if Bastiodon gets stuck, and we also play 1 magnetic energy to help with retreat as well. So let's hop into this deck and let's see if we can get some Mega Excadrill wins. Let's get to that first game. Got our first round here with some Mega Excadrill action. So let's see how we can do. Alright. We are going to choose heads because heads never fails, as I say. And then you continually see it fail constantly. But what do you guys always pick? I always pick heads. I've picked heads, geez, ever since I was super little. And yeah, I don't know why. That's just been my go-to, and I don't really switch it up. And I wonder if you guys do the same. If you guys have one you guys pick, or which one you guys prefer. All right, so let's see. All right, this looks like a really great start. We have Cinderace to put in active spot, Buddy-Buddy for 2 Drilbur, and then Poké Pad and Grand Tree. I like this, so we are not going to take a mulligan. We are just going to start Cinderace. And we're going second. The only thing this hand is missing is energy, but we'll see how that does. You never know, we could top deck what we need. Alright, and we are playing Mega Darkrai. So this is also new from this set. And the big thing about this is we want to watch out is going to be the Abyssai. And if it's affected by confusion, burn, paralyzation, any special condition, it just knocks it out. It's kind of like Mega Absol with terminal period. So we just got to watch out for that. And we do have, let's see, it's only 1 Drilbur, both Shieldon, both Bastiodon. Colress is in there. 3 fossils. Okay. 6 energy. Alright, so this is not ideal. We do not have our energy. So let's go ahead, let's get a Shieldon out. And then Ultra Ball is not going to help us, so we're just going to end our turn. I don't foresee them getting an attack off next turn, strictly because they don't really have anything on their bench, and they could Janine, but they're not knocking out in that case, so I'm okay with that. A couple things I've thought about adding to this deck. A Meowth isn't bad, and especially for this kind of situation, Meowth for like a Lilies or something. And rare and excuse me, and it could help getting out of jams as far as like Ultra Ball, Meowth, Colress, Fossil. So there's ways it works and can be good. I do want to go ahead and evolve there to save it, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put that out there in case they want to boss or do some shenanigans. And then in turn, so this is not a great start, mostly because we're missing the energy, but we're surviving. And that's the important part. So I'm thinking if we can get a Turbo Flare off, hit him with an Undermine, mill 2 cards to 90, and then follow up with some more damage after that. Okay, they Fez. What are they gonna do here? Seems like they're struggling just as much as we are to get it going, so I will take that. Ooh, Crushing Hammer. Let's play it. Oh, Tails. That's okay. Yeah. This is just unfortunate. That's okay though. We're gonna keep passing, and hopefully they keep struggling like we do. We just need energy. That's all we need. If they do get an attack off, I think I'm gonna retreat into Mega Excadrill, try and save my Cinderace, and then switch back into it so I can get the utilization of the Turbo Flare, which I think is going to be pretty important. Because at this point we're too far behind to manually be attaching. They get a Crispin, so they're probably gonna get Dark and Psychic maybe. Seems like a Monkey Dory angle. Yeah. Yep. So they are gonna be doing 110 to my Cinderace. Looks like we're gonna be retreating, and that way they have to at least waste a boss if they want to take it out. So let's see what they want to do here. Alright, that's great. Yep. So if we don't get energy here, I'm probably going to retreat. Armor Fossil. Well, yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Is retreat into Excadrill. And yeah, we are just going to keep waiting for an energy that apparently is never going to be never going to go away here. Another Lilies, man. They are digging just like we are. Well, knowing that while we're watching this gameplay here, what is your guys' favorite thing from Pitch Black so far? I've been having a lot of fun with fossils. So that's kind of what I'm enjoying right now, the excavation site, getting the fossils out, whether it be Aurorus, Bastiodon, Tyrantrum. They've all been super fun. So that's kind of what I'm enjoying the most. And I'd love to hear from you guys. What do you guys enjoy the most? And what do you guys want to see next? Love to hear some ideas from you guys about what you guys want to see. So they do a dark raid again. We get boss. This is crazy, guys. Okay. We'll go there. I'll boss there. And then, yeah, man, we're just kind of stuck waiting for some energy. But yeah, I would love to hear what you guys are enjoying, what you guys are even not enjoying, what are you guys disappointed with. Just let us know down in the comments, and we respond to all of them. We see all of them, and we appreciate them all greatly. They help help us understand what you guys want to see and what you guys are really here for, so we appreciate it. But it looks like they attach to Zubat, so they could have an air balloon or a switch, but probably not retreating this turn. Alright, they are thinking, what are we going to do here? Iris, okay, so they're going to draw 1 or 2 after discard. Mega Slowbo, bro, that is an interesting deck they got going on. I like the idea of the Zubat and the confusion for knockout. I like what they have going there. Colress. I'm gonna get the fossil quarry. Let's go here. I wanted to get the magnetic energy because I want to attach that here. I want to go ahead and get Bastiodon out. I don't want to give them Grand Tree at the moment. I'm gonna play Quarry. Okay with getting 2 more of these out. Then let's get this Excadrill charged up. 1, 2, 3. All to our Excadrill. Now we just gotta see if they can retreat and what they plan to do. I think if they retreat, they're going into Darkrai and knocking out my Cinderace, but you never know. Oh, they attached to Carvana. Interesting. Surfer. Okay, yeah, they had an out. So, go into what we going into here. Don't overcook. You need to go into Mega Darkrai. Yep, there you go. There you go. And we are going to promote Excadrill. Colress, okay. Let's check something before we. Do we have another Shieldon, have 2 Bastiodon. Okay. Knowing that, we do Colress, Energy Stadium. I think I'm going to go ahead and Grand Tree. Yep. Get out a Bastiodon. Boom, there we go. Do that. And then let's do 200. I would have liked to got the Mist Energy there, but it looks like it's prized. So hopefully they don't have Dark Bell or anything, because if they do, it's game over. But just gotta wait and see. And they might not be relying on it as much with the Supersonic and all that stuff going on, so. Alright. They're gonna Grand Tree themselves, probably into Sharpedo. No. Crobat? No, Golbat. What does Golbat do? Oh. Okay. Interesting. What is their plan here? Alright. Well, we do have Bastiodon on the bench, so right now the only thing that can attack us is... Okay, there we go. 220. Alright. Reentry. We're gonna fail it, which is fine. Let's go here, here, boom, boom. Get another Bastiodon. Full Metal Lab. And let's knock out. There we go. Let's take 3. Let's see if they have a follow-up. Alright, there's Drilbur and a Lillie's, which is huge. Even though I think I just got rid of our other Mega Excadrill, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so they promote Golbat either for retreat or they have a Crobat attack. Yeah, there you go. And that attack does 80. Okay, so they will be knocking out. 80 minus 30 is 50, so yeah. Oh wait, no they won't, because they can't Bastiodon. They can confuse us, unfortunately, but we can work with it. Kieran? Or not Kieran, Naveen, sorry. What are they discarding here? Azumarill and Buddy-Buddy. This is someone was cooking with this deck. They were trying to cook. Flip the script. Yep. Red card, you know. That's fine. We just got Lilies again. We also have Petrel if we really want to get something, but oh, I wonder if we should include the Lumiose Galette that recovers special conditions. That might be a good thing to add, because I think all we have is ice creams. But I think regardless, next turn we Lilies and see what we do. Alright, so poison still goes into effect. Alright, so that's Lilies. Boom, boom. The other Drilbur. Do I risk the knockout? Do I retreat? I think. Do I want to retreat? You know what? I'm here for the content. Let's flip. We're gonna get a knockout here. Oh, we knock ourselves out. Oh man, that's okay. We're here to have fun. Realistically, I could have passed and gone from there, but we'll just promote the fossil. And we will have to see what we can do. Alright, are they going to nighttime maneuver here? Nighttime maneuver with Grimsley's actually could be a really fun combo for late in the game. But they attach, they're probably just going to confuse and poison my fossil. They get Darkrai out. Okay. Alright, what did they... Oh, they're retreating? Okay. Into Carvana. But it also cannot attack because they already attached for turn. 10 damage to itself, setting up the Sharpedo. That's the word I was looking for. Let's waste that. Alrighty. Waste our buddies. Need to get our night stretchers out. So, yeah, let's end our turn here. See what they can do. The good news is they have to waste another energy on the Carvana if they do want to start attacking with it or Sharpedo next turn. So it will be taking a knockout if it can get another energy on it. Next turn, I think we Lillies hope to get Stretcher and energy. The other option is, I think if they don't attach energy here, I'm going to Petrel for a Night Stretcher. They Cypher, okay. Man, I wish I had a Mill Attack right now. No, those two cards. But I think... I still think if they don't attack, I'm still going to Petrel for a... Night Stretcher. Let's see what they're going to do here. They could greedy... Oh, they're going to Greedy Fangs and draw 2. That's what they're going to do. Meryl, they are still trying for that Azumarill. Telepathic, okay. Yeah, though they shuffled their deck, so that Cypher doesn't really matter anymore. And they attach for turn, so yeah, they're not attacking. Or doing damage, I should say. They draw 2. So knowing that... We get anything? Another Lilies. Alright, knowing that... Petrel. Stretcher. Get Mega Excadrill back. And end our turn. Alright. I'd rather guarantee that than Lilies and maybe get into nothing, so... Alright, they put another energy on their Meryl, which means they're not attacking with Sharpedo again. I think our WinCon is going to be bossing the Darkrai. We have one more in deck. Oh, they crisp. Never mind. They could attack with Sharpedo if they have the energy. Alright, they get Psychic. And attach. Okay, so yeah, they are definitely attacking this turn. Which is fine, because I think next turn we're going to Lilies, try and get into some energy, and go from there. Honestly, top decking boss wouldn't be bad either. Alright, let's promote Excadrill. Alright, let's see what we can get here. That I will take. Burn our buddy and see what we got. Okay, so we only have 2 energy, which means we are definitely going to be undermining, which is not awful. We can make that work. How much damage do they do, the Sharpedo? Hungry draws 120 plus 150. Okay. They attach to Meryl. Now drawing into boss. Oh, they're gonna boss. Well, that's game, I think. Well, no. Yeah, that's game. 210. Alright. Well, took the loss on the first game. It was just so slow in energy, so I didn't. Kind of what I expected, but next, let's try and get that Cinderace energy and get the round started a little bit quicker. So let's go to the next round. Guys, getting into game 2 here. First match, a little bit slow, but I have a good feeling about this one. We're going to get a little bit quicker going. Heads? Hey, let's go. Alright, we're going to go second. And we're going to get a Cinderace off here. I can feel it. Alright. Alright, I like both of those. I can get the fossil started, and then I'm going to Poke Gear and hope we get a Lillie's here, because that's going to make it a little bit better. Or a Colress. I'll take Lillie's, Colress. Anything to get me an energy. Ooh, okay. So Bastiodon is going to be pretty key in this matchup. Alright, no energy judgment. Let's go. Ooh, yes. Let's play that. Get our Drilbur. Armor Fossil. Ooh, Lillies or Colress? I think we get Lillies. Let's put Metal Lab in. There we go, guys. I think we go there. We Turbo Flare. Knocking out the Shuppet, which is crazy. Alright, 3. And then next turn, Mist Energy. Okay, so next turn, I think we Petrel, Grand Tree into Bastiodon, Ultra Ball into Drilbur, bada bing, bada boom, take some knockouts. Because the good news is with this deck, we don't need the 5 energy attachments. We just need the 3 to 200. Okay, they attach. How many they have in here? Discard 3. So I only need 1 more to do 170, which would be a knockout in Cinderace, but Cinderace did its job. Get a Lillies. Or get a Lillies, I should say. Oh, and they only hit for 30. Okay. Ooh, I do love that. Alright, let's get that out. Petrel here. Or tree. Let's make sure we have all our Pokemon. Okay, boom boom. Okay, perfect. So definitely gonna get tree out. We'll attach a miss just in case they have something funny up their sleeve. It's Tree, Shieldon, Bastiodon. Okay with getting rid of those. Give me an Excadrill. Retreat. And take a knockout. So that's how you want that setup to go, way quicker than the other game. So, take a prize card. Poké Pad. Okay, then get us a Shieldon for next turn. Set up double Bastiodon. Ultra Ball. Another Delmise. Put that on the bench. Oh, another one. Okay. I think we do need to watch out for Spiritomb. That's going to be pretty key. Watch out for that one. Lilies, yep. Okay, they get Tails on Hammer. Perfect. Thankfully, we had another one in hand. So, again, thankfully we have Bastiodon out. They are not going to be able to attack. And the only other way they can get around it, I think, is with the Poltergeist or Sinistra, which does damage counters. So we just got to keep an eye out for that. Shove it, yep. Poké Pad. Spiritomb, there you go. So Spiritomb and Sinistra are going to be the combo we want to watch out for. Alright, so we're going to attach here. Go there. Grand Tree still in play, so we'll go ahead and Grand Tree for the other Shieldon and Bastiodon. Go ahead and play this. Just fail it. And then let's Lilies. Okay. Let's go ahead and knock out for 200. We do have boss, so if I see the Sinistra go down, I'm bossing that right away. Hey, they are really leaning on the bench flanker that does no damage right now. Thank you, Bastiodon. MVP, this guy right here. Alright, they get a Lilies off their Poke Gear. They're gonna Lilies. What are they digging for? Bench flanker. Alright. Gonna take another knockout here, guys. Oh, and they just concede. Let's go. They couldn't handle the Bastiodon. So that is one of our better matchups with Bastiodon in all seriousness, and really showcase how important it is for those kind of decks where if you block their energy and get 2 on the bench, it's pretty much smooth sailing from there. So yeah, great setup, great execution, and let's get a third game in here and see if we can copy that over. We're 1-1, getting to our third game here. We're gonna see if we make it 2-1, have a winning record with this deck right here. Alright, let's see. Ideally want to go second. Going first isn't the worst either, though. Alright, they're deciding. We'll go first. That's fine. That's not the end of the world. Hmm. You know, I do not want to take a mulligan. Ooh, grand tree. Okay. Place that there. Pass. Um, see what they're playing, and then we might put grand tree into play next turn. In's Castle, and they get Zerus. We're playing an In Zoroark deck. Attach to Fez to retreat next turn, and they judge. Oh no. Okay, give me something good here. Oh man, that is awful. Why would they judge? At least we got Fossil Quarry, and a Drilbur. Look, we're saved. Alright, let's get this Drilbur loaded up. And next turn, try and knock something out. We'll see what our top deck is. They didn't need an attachment to the Zoroark, which usually would be great, but within Zoroark they do have N's PP up, so they can get one powered up in one turn. So we'll see how it goes. We need to get these armor fossils evolved very quickly because that Darmanitan can wreak havoc. Let's see, so they're probably going to get a Lillies or a Serrano. Yeah, Serrano. Okay. Evolve into Zoroark, get Petrel. Makes sense. Yep. Then they can trade Petrel into the active. Yeah. Checks out. Alright. Put down Petch, subjugating chains. Very interesting because they cannot ends PP up to the active. So what that's telling me is they might not have it. And if we top deck an energy or a Colress or a Lillies or anything, we can take that knockout next turn, which would be ideal. Alright, let's see. Mega Excadrill. You know what I don't mind here? I think I'm going to go ahead and Turbo Flare. Do 50. Get that last energy on Excadrill, and now we can knock, when we come up, whatever they promote, we're knocking out for 330. Okay, they Lillies. Get 8 new cards. More than likely they do have an attack this turn. Okay, they attach to Zoroark. They do have free retreat thanks to In's Castle. So we can get a whole Petrel retreat, not be poisoned angle if they want to go that route. Hero's Cape Zoroark. Never in my life have I seen that. So they're cooking something up over there. Was expecting Secret Box, if anything, but that's fine. Ideally, what they'll do here, they'll go for a 250 and not be able to tag next turn, but then, oh, they pass. That's interesting. Okay. Knowing that, I think it's correct to take a knockout with Cinderace. That way they have to boss if they want to knock out. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to knock out with Cinderace. That way they have to boss if they want to take out something else. They don't have Unfair Stamp. They can't red card me, so we're looking good in that department. They promote Zoroark. Now they take the knockout here. What I want to do with Zoroark is I want to Undermine, I think. Mill 2 cards, and hit him with 330 next turn. Okay, they flip the script. Honestly, Boss on Petrel Meowth is also, or even Fez, so that is also something we can do. Okay, they boss. Yep, that's fine. We're going to do 250 and not be able to attack next turn. Kind of shenanigan thing they got going on. Knowing that, I'm going to hit for the 330, so if they do attack me next turn, I can knock them out with Cinderace. Ideally, we get out a Grand Tree here, and then Grand Tree into our Bastiodon. Ooh, boss. Hmm. So I think we do this. We attack. Because if they want to knock me out, they're going to have to use a Zoroark, and I can follow up with Cinderace next turn. And if they try to run, I can use Boss's Order to boss it up. So I'm okay with this. It's not ideal. We're going to be theoretically losing our Excadrill here, but we at least have a knockout next turn. Ultra Ball here for Reshi. That's fine. You were knocking out anyway. Alright. Trade. Okay. Rid of Power Glass. Draw 2 cards. Yeah, they're going to retreat and then Petrel so they can attack again. No, they're just going to pass. That is very interesting, very confusing. Knowing that, I am just going to boss it up. And then just mill. Petrel and Darmanitan. Perfect. Right, Full Metal Lab, that bounces their thing. If they want to use Pheasantipity, they can. If they're playing Tome, I guess they could Tome the Pheasantipity into a Zoroark, might be what they're thinking of doing. Huh. Okay, they Fez. So they bring in to the active here. They have to do Zora or Fez. So either way, that's a good knockout for us. Zorua. Okay. Hey. Oh, Zekrom. Again, I'm kind of okay with that. I'm thinking we Petrel for an ice cream. Or top deck boss, we boss the Rua. But alright, what are they thinking here? Pass, okay. Wait, top deck boss, that's crazy. Okay, so let's put that down. Oop. Put that down. Grab a Shieldon. Mill 2 cards and knock out a Zorua here. Perfect. Keep Zoroark off the board. Buddy-Buddy, and then get another Drilbur out, which is pretty good. And then next turn we can evolve into our Bastiodon. Now they can Cruel Arrow, but I'm not too upset and worried about that. Because if they Cruel Arrow, that means Fez is still in the active spot. That's fine. I can just discard the fossil. Okay, they do. Looks like they are committing to the Cruel Arrow play here. Probably gonna go after my Shieldon. No, they're just gonna. Interesting. Let's go ahead. Let's use Hammer. Okay, Hammer's not on our side, guys. Promote there. Petrel. Ice Cream. Discard that fossil. Lillie Ice Cream. And 330 for knockout. Let's go. Excadrill. Best Mega in this new set. Hands down. So yeah, there you go, guys. 2-1 with our Mega Excadrill deck. And I think the first game we lost is just because we couldn't find energy. So, hey, this deck is amazing. It's super fun. It can give you a pseudo mill fill with the undermine attack when you use that when you can early game, and then come in late game with that maximum drilling and hit those big KOs. So super fun. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to take you guys into the outro, look at that list one more time, and talk about it. And yeah, we'll see you in the outro. Pokepals, that was our Mega Excadrill deck. Cinderace is a great engine to power it up. I do think that we could bump up to 3 Drilbur, but that's more about how you're feeling with the deck, because you don't want to have that much where you're losing your start with Cinderace. So that's kind of why I went with the 2-2. Bastiodon was amazing. I mean, Hammer was okay. You could probably cut Hammer and maybe put in maybe another Pokegear or something to help consistency with the early game, or Colress. But yeah, that was a super fun deck. Highly recommend it. And thank you guys for watching. So make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Let me and Casey know, what is your guys' favorite card from the new set? What do you want us to check out? What do you want to see through my eyes or through Casey's eyes? Because we're going to take 2 different decks. I'm sure her Mega Excadrill deck would be completely different than mine. So let us know. We love seeing the duality and kind of how we think about decks differently. It's really fun for us. We are also getting our shipment for Pitch Black in soon, so we're going to have some IRL stuff for you guys coming. Let us know. Are you guys Team Casey or Team Dad? Because we're about to start the family rivalry here with this new set. So I want to see where everybody stands. But yeah, thanks again. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, everybody, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you next time.